King Charles puts family drama to one side as he arrives in Rome for Vatican visit, while Prince Andrew faces being dragged to the US to give evidence on Epstein and hauled before MPs. The 76-year-old monarch will take part in an ecumenical service in the Sistine Chapel with Pope Leo XIV as they mark the Catholic Church's 2025 Jubilee year. Buckingham Palace says is it the first time since Henry VIII's Reformation of the 1530s that a sovereign, and head of the Church of England, has taken part in a public act of worship with the leader of the Catholic Church. And in recognition of his lifetime of campaigning on issues of interfaith harmony, Pope Leo will make Charles a royal confrater of the Papal Basilica and Abbey of St. Paul's outside the walls. The gift of confraternity is a recognition of spiritual fellowship, frater, meaning brother in Latin. In further celebration of this new bond, a special seat has been created for His Majesty, which will remain in the Basilica as a perpetual mark of mutual respect between Pope Leo and the King as heads of state. The special chair is decorated with His Majesty's coat of arms and will be used by the King during the service, after which it will remain in the apse of the Basilica for future use by the monarch and his heirs and successors. The King's short visit with Queen Camilla will take place on Wednesday and Thursday but is, nevertheless, loaded with symbolism. It will be their first meeting with Pope Leo since his election in May. The couple met briefly with the previous incumbent, Pope Francis, when they visited in April but had to cancel several planned engagements due to his ill health. Traditionally marked every 25 years, the Jubilee is a special time for the Catholic Church. The visit will also mark a significant moment in relations between the Catholic Church and Church of England, of which His Majesty is Supreme Governor. Buckingham Palace said it would be the first state visit since the Reformation, where the Pope and the monarch will pray together in an ecumenical service in the Sistine Chapel, and the first time the monarch will have attended a service in St. Paul's outside the walls, a church with an historic connection to the English crown. The King and Queen will meet Pope Leo in the Apostolic Palace, as well as Cardinal Pietro Parolin, the Holy See's Secretary of State. Her Majesty will also view the Pauline Chapel, which houses Michelangelo's last two frescoes of St. Peter and St. Paul. Both the King and Queen will then join the Pope for the special ecumenical service in the Sistine Chapel, focused on the theme of care for creation. This reflects Pope Leo's and His Majesty's commitment to the protection of nature and concern for the environment. The children of the choir of His Majesty's Chapel Royal and the choir of St. George's Chapel, Windsor, will sing during the service, accompanied by the Sistine Chapel Choir. The Queen will remain in the Sistine Chapel following the service, to meet the choirs, whilst the King and the Pope will join a meeting on sustainability, before their Majesties officially depart. In another significant and historic step, the couple will then visit the Papal Basilica and Abbey of St. Paul's outside the walls, one of the four major papal basilicas. It is the one most closely associated with the Catholic Church's ecumenical commitment and has historic links with the English crown. For centuries, the heraldic shield of the Abbey has been surrounded by the insignia of the Order of the Garter, the UK's highest order of chivalry. Before he departs, King Charles will attend a reception at the Pontifical Beda College, a seminary which trains priests from across the Commonwealth, meeting students and members of the British and Vatican community. Meanwhile, Her Majesty will meet 6 Catholic sisters from the International Union of Superiors General, who are working around the world at grassroots level to support female empowerment through girls' education programs, improved access to healthcare, climate action, peace building and tackling sexual violence and human trafficking. A Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office spokesperson said, "At a time of global instability and conflict, the UK's relationship with the Holy See is more important than ever, and this historic state visit will be a key moment to strengthen this relationship." The Holy See has been a key actor on the international stage, promoting peace, effective measures to combat climate change and promote human dignity, The Catholic Church is the largest denomination of the world's largest religion. It is the world's largest non-state education provider, educating 68 million students worldwide, and delivers a quarter of the world's healthcare.